Hey, beautifuls. Welcome to my show, Be Heard with Andrea, your fairy godmother. So I don't actually have any questions to address today. I did have a gentleman from New Zealand, and he didn't quite get back to me. So as soon as I hear from him, I got a question that I can help and support him with, which I'm always feeling internally grateful to be able to help everyone and anyone well, who is here as your fairy godmother. So since there is no questions for today, I'm going to be talking about five signs of a toxic relationship. I'm actually helping people overcome toxic relationships because I lived with my monster for 20 years. Oh my God. So here's the top 5 of what a toxic relationship actually looks like or you're overcoming. Number 1, their need for control. They control the narrative. They decide how you are to be, how you are there to help them. They use manipulative words. My monster said, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. So I was blessed with a quite substantial inheritance when my parents passed away they were young. It was their time. He took the entire inheritance and he decided what he was going to do with it. There was no collaboration. There absolutely was no collaboration. And oftentimes when he said what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine, he would laugh. He would laugh in my face or make me feel like, oh, whoa, that patronizing, oh, I've got you. It's just bullshit that's coming out of their mouth. They don't really give a fuck, excuse my language, but they don't. They really do not care about you at all. And they've got to control the narrative. And what ends up happening is when they control the narrative and you engage with that narrative, you get sucked into their rabbit hole. And they'll just talk your ear off. And there is no conversation. They are talking at you and not to you as a supportive way. So they're just blah, 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 on and on and on and on. And you're like, okay, eventually your soul becomes eroded and you just walk away defeated because you were not addressed, you were not heard, because they need to control the narrative. And you have the right to say, no, you have that power within. That'll freak the shit right out of them because then you're actually saying, stop. So the next one is, again, they are very unsupportive. They think they're supportive. See, I am buying blah, 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 or I'm giving you blah, blah, blah. But no, it comes from a place of control and manipulation. Again, they feel like, oh, I'm so grand, I'm so great that I am allowing you to have this thing. That is not what support means at all. That comes from fear, again, manipulation and control, because they need to make you feel like you're inferior to them, not having somebody help you rise up. That's not happening. A quick story that actually happened when I was with my monster. I was with a friend of mine and our children were young and we decided to go out for an ice cream. My monster decided to come with me and I decided I wanted a sparkling water. He hit the roof. I was wanting to spend $1 on a Perrier water and he freaked out, like literally in the shop. So no wonder my friends didn't want to spend time with me because like, who wants to spend time with energy like that? There was no validation. Again, unsupportive over $1, everybody, $1. So they have no capacity of being able to understand what's supportive, like unconditionally loving supportive. They may say things, oh, I'm supporting you because I went ahead and got you some glasses. Actually, there was another really great one. When our relationship was coming to the end, He told me this really amazing thing. He goes, I'm doing it because I have to. Oh my God. I have to? Not because he wants to, because he chose me as his wife and the mother of his children. No, I have to. Wow. Like, that's huge, isn't it? Uh-huh. So unsupportive. They also want to manipulate you all the time. They will manipulate you in any way they can get away with whatever it is that they want from you, because they need validation. They need the validation. And the only way they actually do that is actually by bullying you. That's really the embodiment of bullying. They are manipulating you to get what they want in whatever way they're going to get it. And one of the things that does happen, and this definitely happened with me, is I love intimacy. I do. I know I'm putting it out there because I do. To me, it's like one of the strongest emotions that we carry between two people. I love it. So there was one particular day where my children were out, our children were out, and he was working on something. And I wanted to be intimate. And he called me a beautiful name. He called me a slut. So again, he used a form of manipulation because he was not about giving. He was about taking and robbing and robbing and robbing and eroding my soul. This happened all the time on a daily basis. Wow, because he knew how to manipulate a situation, again, to get what he wanted. My value was like nothing. So, not of great importance. I was there to serve him. That's it. The other thing that is, well, one of the other symbols or the signs is their entitlement to their desires. Again, what they want. What they want. Again, no, well, not collaboration, not supportive, not even a discussion. He would often remind me that I had to make his lunch. See, I did it willingly because to me, I was being supportive to what it is that he needed. I came from a place of love and support. He had to come in and remind me, like, I don't know, years and years, don't forget to make my lunch. Yeah. And I would get up in the morning and make his breakfast because I enjoy cooking. That is my embodiment. I love spending time. I like cooking. Spending time with people around the table gives me so much joy. So I looked at it from a positive perspective, but he was looking at it like, I'm entitled. This is what I want. Make sure you give it to me because I'm allowing you to take care of me. That's the word. I'm allowing you to take care of me. Again, manipulation. And then, of course, there's the emotional and physical abuse that happens from them as well. And well, that did definitely happen. It definitely did. There were a couple of times, and I went, okay, I accepted it. I accepted it because of my childhood. I'm like, sure. My self-confidence was so low and just so pathetically bad that I allowed the manipulation. I allowed the emotional abuse. I allowed the physical abuse. And you know what's really amazing is when I made the decision to actually say, I'm done, it just freaked the shit right out of him. He had no clue what was going on. And see, also his sense of entitlement is his money, his possessions of his things, not his relationships, his possessions, his wealth in his bank account, the things that he collected. He collected a lot of shit in our home. So those are like 5 signs that you're in a toxic relationship, or maybe you're overcoming a toxic relationship. And as I said, our soul becomes eroded, it becomes lost and confused. We're like, where do I land? Where is my support? What does actually support even look like? Because keep in mind, I lived with my monster for 20 years. There's a lot of erosion that was going on in the home, a lot of erosion that was going on within my life. And those are 5 things that potentially, well, as I said, they erode who you are. And you do not need to be there because you're way too beautiful and loving and kind and supportive. You are. And I'm here to help you because I get the struggle, I get the pain, I get the hurt. And all I want to do is sprinkle some magic within your life, within the essence of your being, so that you carry it around with you. And you make space for the most beautiful, unconditionally loving, supportive, well, energies in your life, period. Because you are. You are. Actually, I want to sort of share a quote that is coming to me that I'm not exactly sure what the quote is, so I'm just going to be open to it. People often wear masks to cover up the essence of who they are in the state of fear of who they are. Know that you are a gift. You are a gift. You are special, unique, and deserving with no limitation of all the good that you desire, not the negative, the good that you desire and are deserving of. You are. That's our show for today. Again, I'm so humbled and grateful that you are here, and I'm here to support you. Let's stop and talk. Bye, beautifuls.